Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to the windy studios of Odyssey Radio as Ron Wong blows in the wind down at Lake D'Arbonne, as I like to say.
Lake D'Arbonne, and it's windy this morning.
It is windy as they roll out in the American Crappie Trail Championship, and as Ron said, in a couple of weeks when Ron comes back, we're going to get the champions of that event. We're going to get the champion of a previous event. It's going to be a championship show because we hope to have the Red Crest champion also on at that time. But, hey, we've been talking a lot of fishing. Bill Cooksy's on the line as he heads down to New Orleans. He's in New Orleans for a conference, I'm assuming, Bill, was part of your job.
A few meetings in New Orleans, and then I'll be heading back north to Tennessee. So
good deal.
Seeing Warren Coco and some other folks doing a little fishing and
good
having
deal.
some fun, but trying to get some work done at the same time.
All right, then he'll be back, and he'll be part of our all-turkey show next week. But there is a big event. Our good friends at Bass Pro Shops, of course, in Springfield, Missouri, Tricia Milford Hoyt sent me some information. It is a huge event. I did not realize that this event was held back in 2016, 2018, something like that. But now it's back. It's bigger. It's the 50th anniversary of the World's Fishing Fair, and that's rolling out March 30th through April the 3rd at Bass Pro Shops National Headquarters in Springfield, Missouri. And so we've got on with us today our man from the Pyramid, the Bass Pro Shops at the Pyramid, the general manager himself, David Hagel. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, Bill and Ron.
Thank you for being with us, man. This is pretty awesome. There's no way it's like those guys with big titles like Cooksey has that you can't get their name on a shirt. You know, I can't get all this information in one segment, David. I mean, I could speed read at one time, but I just can't. Let's just say it's a big deal, right?
Oh, my gosh. And this is the first time, you know, we have the Spring Fishing Classic every year.
Yes.
But this is the first time since 1988 that they're going to have the World's Fishing Fair.
There it is. Okay, 88. Okay, golly. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, and I got to tell you, I'm that guy that used to travel from Memphis to go up to these events, you know, because there's a really nice river, the Spring River, about halfway, and we'd fish half a day and then go spend a full day, because you can't walk this thing in a day.
No, you can't, can you? No.
And this one's so much bigger.
And it encompasses so much, folks. I mean, you're going to have a chance to rub shoulders, as we've already mentioned, some of the legends of fishing during this event, whether it's Rick Clunn, as Ron said, our own Bill Dance, Roland Martin. They just kind of roll off the end of your they're going to have a fly fishing, the museum, the Archery Hall of Fame, NRA National Sporting Arms and Museum. You can go see all these events. There's going to be concerts, and I'm not sure. Of course, I know a lot of you folks will be going in our area, and one of those concerts, of course, is Luke Bryan, who's now famous because he made a video with Bill Dance. You know, I mean, come on, give me a break. And the Dance never said a word. You know, Luke's singing all this song. And I've tried to get Dance in the studio to recreate that, but he refuses. But the concert people, Chris Jansen, and I know he's on the bill, but whether he can't, but I really want to send out condolence today, Hank Williams Jr., and the loss of his wife the other day.
Oh, my. Yeah.
I know how tight that couple was, and I know how he is such a influence in Henry County area up there in Paris. And so I don't know if Hank Williams Jr. will be able to make that, but knowing him, he'll probably go ahead and do it because his wife would have wanted him to. But it's not just outdoors, is it, David? I mean,
no, Larry, it is so much more. And like you talked about, the concerts with Luke Combs and Luke Bryan and Dierks Bentley.
Yes, yeah.
Hank Williams, we pray that he's good and hopefully he does think. But it is so much more. I mean, there is not fishing star that's ever been in our stores that won't be there. The NASCAR folks.
The NASCAR, yeah.
And for all the youngins, the Dude Perfect guys will be there. And my goodness, when they come to the pyramid, this place blows up with kids. They absolutely adore them. But, I mean, there's 500,000 square feet of tackle equipment that there's going to be in tents on the campus up there at the store. It's $10 million worth of, truckload sales, overstock, factory closeouts. It's just, they're going to blow some stuff out. And not to mention, they're going to have all the 22 model Tracker and Ranger and Nitro boats up there.
Yeah.
For sale. Hook
for
them
sale.
up and drive off.
Yeah.
They're just so much more.
And you got the World Casting Championship, which Wong ought to be up there with that. Come on now.
Well, and there's also the Wonders of Wildlife.
Oh, the museum's enough.
Museum.
If you haven't had a chance to go through that, it's been voted, by USA Today for 3-4 years in a row as the number one aquarium in the nation. But they got the National Bass Fishing Hall of Fame, the International Game Association Hall of Fame, like Larry said, the fly fishing, the Archery Hall of Fame, the NRA Museum. It's just, there's so much to do. You really can't do it in a day.
You can't, can you?
And with all this, they're giving away $250,000 worth of prizes, like hourly drawings and prizes.
Hear that? $250,000 given away.
Wow.
But you get the seminars too thrown in there. I mean, I can't imagine some of these seminars you'd have to pay $500 to be a part of it, but it's just all part of the fair. And
the seminars and the pros that'll be walking the aisles and just elbow to elbow. That's how I learned going up to Springfield. Was I remember walking up to Ott Defoe and Bill and all of them and just talking fishing, and Rick Clunn. I learned so much. He's been fishing
amazing.
So long.
And it still has that competitive. Again, we're talking to David Hagel. He is the general manager, store manager for the Bass Pro Shops at the Pyramid. David, we talked earlier in the week about you being on, and I just couldn't believe. Did you say 7 years now? Is that right? What is this?
This Pyramid has been open 7 years. It seems like yesterday, but you're right, 7 years.
I knew it opened on May 1st. I just remember that. I don't know why. It was open on May Day, so to speak, and the place has been a fixture. Talk about, I got to ask you about, your duties is, that's an amazing place itself, folks. And if you have not been to the Pyramid, shame on you. No
kidding.
Yeah, me and Ron were there with hard hats on. I can remember Ron.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was hoping they'd let us take the hard hat as a souvenir. I think Ron got his. I didn't get mine. And
I didn't get mine.
No, and I can remember us being there when they opened the Ducks Unlimited part of that. So talk about that, because you've had some different things pop up there too, right? You got some new things going on.
Well, we're continuously changing, but we've got a great staff that runs this building. It takes a lot of moving parts to make this building work.
Does it ever? Yes.
Good partnership with the city. Good partnerships with our conservation friends at Ducks Unlimited to keep rotating the things in the museum. We've got our restaurants. We've got a Wahlburgers, and they've
yes, you do. There you go.
Run all our restaurants now, and
yes,
I just had a burger down there just a while ago.
Yeah, see, I think that's the thing, that when you step into that thing. And if I remember right, you got over 500,000 square feet, don't you? It's what is this?
535,000 square feet of space in this entire building. Yes.
And have you walked most of it, David?
Just about every day.
Every day. You know that Ron.
Wow.
Ron would know that, but
wow,
it's an amazing facility, folks. But we're talking to David primarily not only because of the great job he does, and let's don't forget Michael Alvarez. I got to throw it in there, David. I'm sorry, but there is another place they call the existing store. I made the mistake of calling it something else one time, and I got in trouble. But there is the place where you migrated from, and which is hard for me to believe. That I think you told me 20 years now with the company.
20 years ago, yeah. That store is a tremendous store. We got a lot of faithful customers that go to it, and it's an awesome store for a lot of folks.
It is that. But David, thank you, man. Have a great trip up there, and tell them I wished I could be there, but I'll come for the 100th. Okay?
Absolutely. I'll hold you to it, my friend, and I'll anybody that's coming, I'll be up there. I'll see them there.
Okay. Thanks, David Hagel. Tell them bye, guys.
See you later, David. Have fun.
See you, Ron. See you, Bill. Y'all be safe on your travels.
All right, buddy. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
David Hagel.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. You know, I know, Bill, in your travels and things along that line, that pyramid is an amazing place, though, still, isn't it?
Oh, it really is. People ask me about it all the time, and I mean, heck, you see it on television and everywhere else.
Yeah,
so,
you do. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It's kind of an iconic structure in general, and for that to be a Bass Pro now is it's really amazing. You know, I mean, as a West Tennessean, I do a lot of my shopping at the existing store.
Yes, we do.
But
yeah.
my gosh, if you want to see something special, you go to the pyramid.
And take go up to the top, you know, and take that trip up to the top and hang over the side and say "wong" as you look down at the floor down there, because that's Ron.
And you know,
that's Ron way down
for all you duck hunters,
oh,
Ducks Unlimited
yes.
has a wonderful museum right there
Yeah.
on the second floor.
I can still see Buck.
Yeah, they do.
I can still see Buck Gardner and his entourage playing on their duck calls when they opened that up. I'm not sure what tune they were trying to play, but they were together. All right, let's take a break. We're rolling, and now it's really fishing time. As we hope, we've got our fingers crossed that we're going to talk to the 2022 Bassmaster Classic champion himself, Jason Christie. We'll hope for that. If not, it'll be us. So we'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.